SRX. Bong, bong, bong. Now this way, that's it. Push to start. Okay, YouTube, this is a 2010 Cadillac SRX with 28,000 miles. This is the new generation SRX where Cadillac ditched the longer rear-wheel drive based SRX and they kind of dumbed it down to this front-wheel drive thing that's just slightly larger than an Equinox. Well, pretty much the same size as one. Well, let's get around and critique the interior of this one. Obviously, it does have much better interior quality than the older SRX. Obviously, many trim pieces are tightly finished. Around the center console, center stack. But let's start off as always. Up on top of the dashboard, it's nicely padded. You can see the exposed stitching right there. Over the instrument cluster as well. It's not flimsy. It doesn't flap around. The entire thing is soft to the touch. A bit flimsy right there. But it is coated with this vinyl, so it's not too bad. You can see your LCD screen for the climate control and for the radio. Analog clock. Power door locks, European style, right in the center. In-dash 6 disc. Climate control. Seat heaters, and climate control is dual zone. You can see right there on each side. There's a little pocket right in there. Power outlet. These come with a 6-speed auto with manual shift mode. Electronic e-brake. I believe you heard it. Backup sensors, stability control. Some deep cup holders down below. I would have thought something went in there. Oh yes, it does. There we go. There we go. Now it's not so deep anymore. But it's a bit clumsy because you really have to dig into it in order to make that work. Not a fan of that design. Sides of the center stack and the center console, everything is soft to the touch. Runs all the way through until you get down to this trim where it hardens right back up again. There's the armrest, opens up in 2 sections. It's rather deep, but it's not that large. You have an aux jack, USB, and another power outlet. If you can see it, there we go. And it's quite sure-footed too. It doesn't jiggle around at all. The lid is very sturdy. But it's already squeaking like an old bitch. I could do that all day. Well, let's go over to the glove compartment. It's fairly large, and you also have another upper deck right there. It is soft to the touch as well, and it lines up nicely. No uneven seams anywhere. Here's your sun visor. It's mirror and vanity light, you can see. I like how the vanity lights are a bit far apart, so it's at a wide angle. Your sunroof. It's one large sunroof. You can see. Keep going. Keep going. Or is it at least a shade? Well, it opens up halfway like a traditional sunroof, but at least the rest of the glass is exposed once you open the shade, so rear passengers do enjoy sunlight as well. And let's close that shade. You really have to have patience. Here's a rear view mirror. It seems to dim, and you also have OnStar. Universal garage door opener. lighting fixtures, interior lighting, on and off switch. Steering wheel's nicely thick, no complaints at all there. You have some real wood on top. Your steering wheel controls, radio, hands-free, cruise control, and to adjust the source of the radio right there as well. So it's not too bad. Steering wheel tilts and telescopes manually. Not a whole lot, but it works. You would have thought a vehicle of this class would have had something electrical. Adjustable pedals. Headlamps, panel dim. Let's move over to the door panel. It has real wood trimming. On top is very plush, nice and soft. Down below follows through, nice and soft. But this master window switch is quite ugly. Traditional General Motors, where they coated the bare plastic with this rubbery finish, and it tends to peel right off, as you can see right there. See? That's just with little effort with my nail. Ugh. And it has those rather cheap feeling buttons that General Motors has been doing for years. The bottom of the door panel is also quite nasty. Also that hard textured plastic that they've been doing forever. You can see it scratches right up. I don't know if you can make it out in the camera. See, it's quite ugly. They did a nice job up here, but they screwed it up going down below. Oh, memory seating right on the side. You can see this one has the Bose sound system, so the radio ought to be pretty good. Let's take a look under the hood in a moment. On the back seat. Here's a switch here to adjust the tailgate, how it opens. Well, the seat was farther back than I would have liked, but the legroom will improve, kind of like how the passenger side is, which isn't too bad. Let's go back over to the door panel. Same as the driver's seat, follows through, nothing different. Soft to the touch up above, hardens right back up down below with that hard, ugly plastic right there. That's just very cheap looking, scratches very easily. Seats are quite firm, they're not the most comfortable thing. They feel quite hard. These are armrests. You can see your cup holders. You can see you have a little pocket under the armrest. Armrest is very soft. And it's not so flimsy at all, it's not so bad. Some access into the cargo area. Very small opening. So might as well just reach right over. You can see you have some rear AC vents, power outlet, and a little pocket right there. You see you have interior lighting, you know, shit handles and all four doors. Seats do fold down. The driver's seat is all the way back, so I can't fold it down all the way. But you can have an idea. Open up. Spare tires under there, you can see. Little compartment there, storage area, power outlet, cargo light, and cargo cover. You can say slide it up if you want. It's not too bad. It's quite decent for its size. And this is the 3-liter dual overhead cam V6. Pretty much a deboard version of the 3.6-liter that you're familiar with in most other General Motors vehicles. But everything's covered up, really not much to see here. Alright, so let's give this Caddy a rev. That's it. It's a rev limiter. Oh, that's the 2010 Cadillac SRX.